Hey guys, it's Hailey, so welcome back to my channel. Whenever Sweeney hears me say that, it's like he just has to come right here and be in the frame too. Say hi, Sweeney, since you're so persistent on showing yourself. Say hi. Anyways, so this is the top 10 favorite foundations video. I mentioned in my last video, this is one of the options for favorites videos that I could do, and someone asked me to do this one. So foundation is super important to me because it's the base of your face. It's the base of all your makeup. If you don't wear a foundation that looks good, your makeup's not going to look good. Granted, all these foundations are going to perform differently on different skin types, but I have had a hell of a time with foundation. I used to wear the ugliest foundation, foundation that wasn't the right color, because for years there wasn't a pale selection at the drugstore, and so I would be yellow. And now I'm pretty happy that I do have a good top 10 selection that I like. I have high-end and I have a few drugstore in here. I have to be honest, drugstore foundations aren't my most favorite, but the ones that I like do perform just as good as high-end, and if you look very carefully at the drugstore, you can definitely find drugstore foundations that perform just as well. So let's get started. So number 10, this is the Marc Jacobs Genius Gel Foundation. This is a new one to my collection. I think it's been out a while because I got it on clearance, so I don't even know if they sell it anymore. Because it was on clearance, I got it for like 15 bucks at Sephora, which is crazy because I think the original is like 50 bucks, maybe 40 bucks. So yeah, like I said, this is the Genius Gel. All these foundations, by the way, are in the lightest shade because your girl is pale. Besides one. There's one that isn't, but I will discuss it when I get to it. This foundation is really good. The only problem is I do feel like I get a little bit oily when I wear it, but my skin looks really luminous when I have it on because I have really combo skin. I used to think I had only oily, but I have some dry patches, and this works really good over those dry patches. But this is very, very light coverage. So if you're looking for full coverage, this baby is not it. I always have to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in order to work this. Also, I can't believe I said it right. Whenever I'm on camera, if I say Tarte Shape Tape, I say Shart. So I don't know what that's about, but thank God I said it right. So number 9, this is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 concealer and foundation. This foundation's a little too dark for me, so I used my beloved LA Girl foundation mixer with it, and it's perfect. It's not that dark, but I do like to have my exact skin tone, if not a little lighter. So this is full coverage as fuck. It's very nice. It looks really pretty, and yeah, that's what matters, right? Number 8, this is my favorite, most favorite ever drugstore foundation. This is the Infallible by L'Oreal. This is Pro Matte. I know they have a, what would it be called? I can't think of what the other name is, and I don't want to mess it up, but you guys know what I'm talking about. It's blue packaging. Pro Glow. So that one's for more dry skin or whatever, but this is just, it is matte like it says. I feel like it doesn't dry me out that much though. It's a little dark on me again, so I do go in with my LA Girl foundation drops. That's the reason I do tend to stay away from drugstore foundations, is they're all still a tad bit too dark, even though they finally have expanded their shade range to have one light enough for me. It's still a tad bit too dark. So those LA Girl foundation drops are like a white bottle foundation. If you have any questions on what I'm talking about, comment and I'll like link you to it. I don't have it out right now, so I don't want to make a mess trying to find it, but they saved my life. So it makes these foundations possible for me, because sometimes you can't wear expensive foundation every day. It's just not practical. So this is number 7. This is the It Cosmetics CC cream. I hate CC cream and BB creams. I just don't like them. They're not full coverage enough for me. If you heard a nasty noise, Jasmine just like burped. Anyways, but this is just really pretty for if I'm in a rush, I don't have time to do foundation in the whole routine. I throw some of this on, powder it, and it looks like my skin, but like way better. This is truly one of those your skin but better products, and I stand by it. It's amazing. I love it. Number 6, this is the Anastacio Beverly Hills Foundation Stick. This is the lightest one. Like I said, most of these are the lightest ones. I really like this. It's a very drying mattifying formula, so I know a lot of people complain about it, but I do like it. Again, if I'm in a rush, quickly just throw that on and it looks good. Number 5, this is the Fenty Beauty. What the hell is this foundation called? I don't know. I don't have the box for it. All I know is it's the Fenty Beauty foundation. Oh, the Pro Filter foundation. I don't like this as much as I thought I would, but I do still like it enough to be a favorite. I gotta give it to Rihanna on this one, on her shade range. Everyone has hyped up her shade range, and it deserves it because this foundation is almost too light for me. I guess not, but it's perfect. I think that this foundation is really nice because it's so lightweight. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing makeup, which is a beautiful thing. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing any. The reason I said I don't like it as much as I thought I would is because everyone's like, it's so drying. Like, I don't get oily at all when I wear this. I get oily still. I do have to go and blot my face later. So that's the only problem with it. But overall, I love the feel of it. And if you have not tried it, I do think it's worth the price point and everything because it's a good foundation and it's a pretty big bottle. It's pretty good size. I mean, I guess it's probably 1 ounce. It's 1.8 fluid ounces. So kind of standard, but I don't know. I feel like when a package has a big bottle, it just makes me more like willing to buy it. Even if it's the same amount as, say, this bottle right here, it looks a lot more, and in my mind, it's more, so I prefer it. Number 4. This is an oldie. I don't even think anyone ever talks about this anymore. This is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet. I'm sorry, I have to look at the labels. I don't have a very good memory, so I do forget the wording on these, you know. Like, I'll remember what brand it is, but I don't remember exactly. Like, I would have called this, like, Velvet Matte or something, but it's Matte Velvet. This was one of the first foundations I ever bought that was pale enough for me, so I do have to put it in here because I do like it. It is really mattifying as well. It's a small bottle is the only bad thing about it, but it does say it's 1 fluid ounce. I don't believe it because look how small this is, and I feel like I go through it when I use it like water. So, but it's a beautiful foundation if I don't drop it. I still have yet to use their other foundation, and I've been wanting to just because I do like this one so much. Yeah, so Matte Velvet. Number 3. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. I didn't have to look at it because I knew what it was. After a while, I'm going to need to buy a new one of this. I like this a lot better than just the Naked Skin. I love the Naked Skin foundation too. I almost included it in here, but I thought, hey, I don't really need 2 Urban Decay foundations. And I like this one a lot more. This is really mattifying. It's truly an all-nighter foundation. I wear this usually if I go to concerts or something, and I'm oily anyways. You know, like I did say, I am combination, but the oily areas on my face, they get oily after like 6 hours, and no matter what foundation I wear, I do usually have to blot. But there's some that are worse than others. Like I said, with the Fenty Beauty, I thought, oh wow, it's so matte according to people that I may not have to as much, but I have to blot more than I would with any of these other ones. So, anyways, back to this. It wears beautiful. It doesn't make my skin look too dry, but it does mattify me. So I love it. Number 3. Number 2 and number 1. I always have this problem in favorites videos or top 10 videos. I'm always like, it was really hard to choose, but you guys, like, 1 and 2 are just, and here's why it was hard to choose, because number 2 is my Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo foundation. This used to be my number 1. It used to, like a month ago. And then this little honey, Tarte Shape Tape, it kind of moved in front of it, and it's number 1 now. I like them about equally, and I still almost do like them equally, but I feel like this one wears longer on my skin and looks better than this one does after a whole long day. Again, they're both perfect, and I love this one because it is so fucking pale. I look like a vampire when I wear this. It's beautiful. It's my skin tone, but highlighting in a sense. This is the only foundation I was talking about that is not the lightest shade. Kat Von D actually has one that's lighter than this one, and I almost bought that one after it came out, but I was like, because I've been using this for years, and I was like, no, this one is already pretty fair on me. It's a little too light for my skin tone almost. So, props to Kat Von D because there are some I almost said fail. There are some fair women like myself that need very fair foundations, and the fact that it has another one lighter, you go Kat Von D. So I'm sorry you got bumped down. It's just because, like I said, later on I feel like it starts to kind of look cakey on my face. It's the only problem, but it's still a favorite. But number one, like I said, is Tarte Shape Tape. This with the concealer, they blend into this beautiful, perfect, like, harmony of the foundation. Like, I don't know, it's so beautiful, because this is already really full coverage. But say I have a stubborn pimple, or my bags under my eyes are bad, I put the concealer over this, and it's just the most beautiful combination ever. So I love this because it does wear for a pretty long time, slightly longer than Kat Von D, and it's beautiful. I do know that a lot of people are having issues with their shade range. They need to expand it. I hope that they do, sincerely. When I purchased this at the time, I did not hear about all that going down, but I am still going to include it in this. But like I said, I really do hope that they include the shade range, because foundations and brands nowadays need to be inclusive to all skin tones. I don't know why it took Rihanna's line in order for brands to finally get the hint to do that, but I do really like the applicator on this too. When I first bought it, I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. Everyone was saying it wasn't as good as the concealer, so I was like, is it? But I love the concealer more than I love about any makeup product almost. And I was like, why? I'd be an idiot if I didn't try it. And a lot of people probably don't agree with me, but I think this is fantastic. So yeah. So let me know your top 10 favorite foundations, or top 5, or top anything. Let me know what your number 1 favorite foundation is. Also comment, like I said, if you would like me to do this type of video, the top 10 for any other makeup products, I can certainly do that. Besides for like bronzers or contour products, I don't have enough of those to do that. So anything but that is free game, you guys. So that concludes this video. My hair is a mess as always. It's just getting everywhere. There's probably little flyaways all over, so please ignore that if that's the case. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!